Alright, so welcome back here. We got our transmission cover off here. And we'll go ahead and had to do a little research here. But what you have to do in order to get this whole mechanism out of here, out of this quote-unquote transmission, and get the worm gear and everything out, the lever here, you want to take and pull all the way out. So you want to pull it back towards you, and then turn it all the way to the on position. That brings it all the way over, just like that. Then you can take your gear and just simply lift it off like that. Then you can come in here, and there are 2 1/2-inch bolts. You take these out like so. Then you have a little cover here you want to lift off. Just like that. Now, you can go ahead and pull the whole arm and assembly out. Just lift it straight up. Comes right out. We'll take our bolts here. We'll throw them back in to this gear. In order to get the worm gear out and this gear out here, you have to take and let's put our cover back on. You have to take a 3/8 wrench there, take this nut, loosen it up. I've already loosened it up. It's like so. I wanted to get that out of the way. Then you just want to take something and just like a rubber a rubber hammer, and just push it out like that. And that will allow you to pull that other piece off. But let's take our cover here before we get too ahead. Our gear here, we'll set this back on here like so we don't get nothing lost. Reinstall our 2 1/2-inch bolts. And the more I look at it, it looks more like it's just regular gear oil in here. So I've heard so many different stories here about what to run. And from what, just by looking at it, unless somebody's changed something, like regular gear oil to me. But anyway, and this will help give you leverage too to lift this out. So you want to just lift it straight on out, get this worm gear out. I have to wiggle it back and forth, but it will come out. Get something to help a little bit. There's our cover. This actually has a spring in it, so there's a push in there. It's actually got a spring there. Once you loosen this 3/8 nut up, that'll come right on out like that. And then we can get our worm gear out like I'm trying to do here, and that should allow this gear to come right on out. Just lift straight up. Let's see where it catches a little pin right there. There we go. Comes right on out. You lift that straight out, and then you can take your worm gear, and it comes right out. That's your worm gear. Now that we got everything completely disassembled, it goes like that. This little cover right there, and then it goes like that. You just want to make sure and inspect everything. Inspect the teeth, inspect your worm gear, make sure everything looks really good. Ours look pretty good. So we're going to clean everything up. And same with your quote unquote, some people call it the clutch. Make sure all the teeth look good. And you should be good to go. But now we got everything out of it. Now we're going to go through and I could not get this pin out. So what I'm going to do is just take this knob off here. And we'll go ahead and just take our leg off on this side. And then we'll just take our leg and just slide it up and off. That way we'll be able to get this whole mechanism off. Now to get the remainder of this off, there are 2 1/2-inch bolts up under here. There's one there, and you want to go ahead and take those off, and then that'll allow you to get this transmission completely off. So we'll do that next. Alright, so hopefully y'all can see this here. Well, I was trying to turn the flashlight on, but anyway, we ended up getting the leg off. And once you take that little cover off and get that out of the way, and take the knob off the handle there, where did that go? Here it is right here. Once you take all that off, you can actually take that leg and just work it all the way around, because you got this little hole in here, if you can see it there. There it is right in the center there, right above. But you can actually take that thing and turn it and work it around and get it off that linkage. I had to do it in this case because I could not get that pin out of that shaft to get the transmission off. But as you can see, we got the transmission off, and ended up we'll clean everything up pretty good now, and we'll be pretty good to go. So you kind of want to pay attention to the legs.